viewers, third case has now been detected in India, and this one has come from Gujarat. A 2-month-old infant has been detected with hMPV virus. That's the news coming in right now. We have my colleague Hiten joining us on the broadcast for more on this. Hiten, what more details can you share with us about this third case?
अब बिल्कुल देखिए, अगर बात करें तो ये जो बच्चा है 2 महीने का, वो अहमदाबाद का नहीं है। बताया जा रहा है कि अरवली जिले, साबरकांठा जिले का है, मोड़ासा का रहने वाला था। बच्चे में सर्दी जुकाम के सिम्टम्स देखे गए, जिसके बाद उसके परिवार वालों ने बच्चे को अहमदाबाद के चांदखेड़ा स्थित ऑरेंज हॉस्पिटल में शिफ्ट किया गया, जहां पर उसके कई सैंपल्स लिए गए। प्राइवेट लैब में ये सैंपल्स भेजे गए, जिसकी रिपोर्ट एमपीवी वायरस के तहत पॉजिटिव पाई गई है। हालांकि स्थिति बच्चे की गंभीर नहीं है, हालत में सुधार लगातार देखने को मिल रहा है। सर्दी जुकाम जैसे सिर्फ सिम्टम्स जो है वो बच्चे में देखे जा रहे थे, लेकिन जैसे ही ये मामला कंफर्म हुआ, एक रिपोर्ट पॉजिटिव आई, उसके बाद जब हेल्थ मिनिस्ट्री का कांटेक्ट किया गया तो हेल्थ मिनिस्ट्री की तरफ से हेल्थ मिनिस्टर खुद सामने आए। ऋषिकेश पटेल जो वडोदरा में इस वक्त मौजूद है, अलग अलग हॉस्पिटल्स के दौरे पर वो निकले हुए। वडोदरा में उन्होंने स्टेटमेंट दिया है कि किसी को भी डरने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, ये पुराना वायरस है। इसको लेकर आज शाम तक गुजरात सरकार की तरफ से एक गाइडलाइन भी जो है वो डिक्लेयर कर दी जाएगी कि किस तरीके से अपने बच्चों का ध्यान रखना है या फिर इस वायरस से किस तरीके से बचना है। दूसरी ओर डूज एंड डोंट्स, मतलब अगर इस वायरस के चपेट में आते तो क्या कुछ करना है, क्या कुछ नहीं करना है, इसको लेकर एक एडवाइजरी जो है कल ही रविवार को गुजरात सरकार की तरफ से जो है डिक्लेयर कर दी गई थी, जिसमें सीधे तौर पर लिखा है कि अगर आपको किसी भी प्रकार का कोई वायरस होता है या फिर सर्दी जुकाम जैसे कोई सिम्टम्स होते हैं तो आप लोगों से दूरी बनाकर रखे, अपने हाथ में रुमाल वगैरह रखे, हो सके तो मास्क का उपयोग करें। इस तरीके की गाइडलाइंस जो है ये कल ही गुजरात
सरकार की तरफ से guidelines you're saying have been issued. Thank you, Hiten, for the moment for joining us with all of those details. We'll keep coming back to you for more on this. For now, let's also tell our viewers a little bit about hMPV virus. Viewers, it is human metapneumovirus. It is a common respiratory virus, and at the same time, it's not a newly discovered virus. We are seeing an outbreak because of this virus in China, but this virus has been in circulation. It was first discovered in the year 2001. So early 2000 was the time when this virus was first time discovered. Reports are also suggesting that it has in fact been in circulation since 1958. It causes common cold-like symptoms, and that's something that you need to be very, very careful about. It can cause some respiratory diseases. That's what, experts have been suggesting. And experts also say that it spreads specifically in winter and early spring. And as per the health ministry, viewers, hMPV is already in circulation in India. There has been no unusual surge. Hence, there is no need to panic. And we have a reaction now coming in from Delhi's former Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, current convener Aam Aadmi Party, Arvind Kejriwal as well, who has put out this post on social media platform X, and I quote, the outbreak of hMPV virus calls for immediate attention from the center. Now, drawing from our experience with COVID, it's crucial to contain such cases early and can be prepared to tackle what could potentially become another health emergency. Because we all have experienced COVID-19, the pandemic, nobody wants to take chances right now. And that's the appeal coming in from former Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal as well. For more on this, let me now go across to my colleague Akanksha, who's been tracking the health ministry very, very closely. Akanksha, what is the latest that you can share with us from Ministry of Health here in New Delhi now that the third case of hMPV has also been detected in India?
Well, absolutely. You see, on one hand, Health Ministry has stated that there's absolutely no need to worry. This virus has been in circulation for decades globally as well as in India. But on the other hand, we are seeing a reaction coming in from former Delhi Chief Minister. He said that this could potentially become another health emergency because of what happened 5 years ago. So these are the fears that all these political leaders have, and they are in fact asking the central government and the Union Health Ministry to make sure that this does not snowball into another health emergency. On the other hand, Hina, we are witnessing third such case in India, 2 from Karnataka as we've been reporting, and now 1 from Gujarat. In the last few days in the Health Ministry, there have been several meetings. In fact, there was one day before yesterday, representatives from ICMR, NCDC, all of their representatives were present in this meeting, and the outcome of the meeting was that there's absolutely no need to worry. Surveillance is underway, and surveillance has in fact stated, it has come out that there are no unusual cases. In fact, the situation in China is also not unusual, is the statement that had come from Union Health Ministry, saying that there's absolutely nothing to panic. These cases go up during the winter season, not just in India but all across the world as well, because this virus has been in circulation. There have been few cases. In fact, there was a study by All India Institute of Medical Sciences where they had found such cases in children in the national capital as well. So the virus is in circulation is what the Health Ministry has stated. There's absolutely no need to worry. Surveillance is underway. All these samples, in fact, have been sent to ICMR, where the lab reports will, in fact, come out. But the crux is that the Health Ministry has stated that there's no need to panic for the people of the country.
Well, that's the word, no need to panic, and all precautionary measures from the government side are being taken as well. Thank you very much, Akanksha, for the moment, for joining us with all of those details. And viewers, it's a show for you. The numbers are flashing at the bottom of your screens. If you have any questions, any doubts that you want experts to clarify for you, please pick up your phone and you can call us here on Times Now. We are joined by Dr. Amitav Banerjee, who is MD, epidemiologist, Professor Emeritus, Dr. D.Y. Patil Medical College from Pune. Thank you, sir, for speaking with us. Let me also take in a few viewers as well, and then I'll come to you for your response. We have Swati Maheshwari, who's a doctor, also now joining us on the broadcast. Good afternoon. Thank you for speaking with us here on Times Now. What will you say now that 3 cases have been detected? What is your assessment?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. First of all, I would like to reiterate the same fact that we don't need to panic. We do need to understand that hMPV is a virus which we have known for long now. Almost 2 decades we have been aware of this virus, and every year we see infections happening from this virus only because the infection has been mild, it has been self-limiting, that we do not do very widespread testing for this virus. And hence, this virus was not too much in news. But now, since China is seeing an uptick in the infections of hMPV, I think it has become a concern that we really need to know whether some mutations have happened in the virus, which is causing increased infectivity and also increasing the rate of infection there. So I think that is something that we still need to unfold and get to know as to what is the situation there. But as of now, what we know about hMPV is that there is nothing to panic at all, because it is a self-limiting disease. It is not too infectious as COVID was. And thirdly, it is very manageable disease, because what we have seen is that most of the cases, with supportive treatment are able to quickly get better with this kind of infection, though definitely we don't have any antiviral right now for hMPV, but we have been able to manage these cases very effectively in the past as well. So as of now, it doesn't look like it's any situation to panic, but yes, we need to keep our eyes if there is any new mutation that has happened in the virus and what kind of virus is actually circulating in China. And secondly, we need to be very prepared because being closely, attached to China, there is a high chance of this infection trickling into our country. So
we need to stay alert, keep, keep taking the precautionary measures and nothing to panic as of now. Dr. Swati Maheshwari, appreciate you speaking with us here on Times Now and getting us those important points. We have with us Dr. Amitav Banerjee. Dr. Banerjee, first, I want to ask you, we've been hearing from the government and most of the doctors that we've spoken to as well, no need to panic. But there is an outbreak that this virus is causing in China. That's what reports are suggesting. So, how do we tackle with the kind of cases that we have seen in India? 3 infants, 2 from Bengaluru, 1 from Gujarat.
Thank you. No need to panic, and I would add no need to test also. I will explain. This virus, there is a lot of literature on this virus, as already informed that it is detected in 2001, and the sero surveys have showed it is there for 50 years. And it is also in the literature that this virus infects young infants from 6 months to 5 years of age. And this 2-3 cases are exactly following in that textbook picture. It starts infecting very mild infections, just like common cold, in 6 months to 5 years. And by the time children are 5 years old, 90 to 100% children get 1 or 2 bouts of this infection, hMPV infection. So if you test, you will find 100% positive. What I would suggest is, instead of testing for the RT-PCR for the virus, you test for the antibodies just for reassurance. You will find more than 80-90% of the children infected or having signs of past infection. Another thing I would like to bring out is, this is a very fascinating phenomena. What is happening is, China has happened in France, has happened in New Zealand, has happened in Australia, UK, Western countries. There is a lot of literature. There is a phenomena which has been suggested known as immunity debt. Immunity debt is something like, it is not the mutation of the virus, it is the immunity of the child which has gone down because of too many restrictive measures during the pandemic, too many lockdowns, social distancing and other. Because children, in a natural course of things in the ecosystem, they grow up,
Right.
they're exposed to a number of mild viruses and all that, and then the immune system gets stimulated.
Right.
So,
Those are important points, sir, that you've raised, Dr. Amitav Banerjee. We have 2 viewers as well joining us. Let's listen into their questions as well, and then I'll come back to you. We have Subramaniam joining us right now. Good afternoon. Thank you very much for speaking with us here on Times Now. What is it that you would like to ask?
Hi, good afternoon to both of you. Good afternoon, doctor. My question is, how vulnerable are people who are immunocompromised, like people who are diabetic, people who have got blood pressure? We are talking of 6 months to 5 years infant. Is there any incidences or past literature, talking about seniors getting affected? Thank you.
Okay, important question. We'll get that answered. Please stay with us. We have Krishnamurthy joining us from Visakhapatnam. Good afternoon. Go ahead. Tell us, what is it that you would like to ask?
Thank you, madam. See, we have infant of a 4 years boy, and we want to know from the doctor what is the precautions and any preventive medicines are required or anything to prevent this disease.
Okay.
Because viral.
All right.
So I want to know, because so that we can...
All right. Mr. Krishnamurthy, thank you very much for joining us, and we'll get that question answered as well. Dr. Banerjee, first question. Is there any past literature suggesting that seniors, specifically who are diabetic, who've got blood pressure issues, getting affected because of this?
Not diabetes, because diabetes has to be controlled and hypertension has to be controlled, because they are vulnerable to numbers. So it does not, just because a person is diabetic or hypertension, it will not be very severe in them if that original comorbidity is controlled. But of course, if they are on anti-malignancy drugs, or if they are immunocompromised, they are the vulnerable group. But this type of patients are vulnerable to any virus. So
Okay.
there is nothing. This is very mild among it's also a garden variety virus, if you really take it.
And Dr. Banerjee, quickly, a few precautionary measures that you will like to suggest, given the situation we are in?
The precautionary measure is like, our problem is like a malnourished child. We have got the highest rate of child under 5 malnutrition. And without this virus, or even this virus, every day 2,400 children die in India from respiratory infection. Every day that 2,000 children die. So if we pay attention to malnutrition, we will control number of viral deaths. It is this piecemeal solution will not work. Chasing one virus at a time, and it's a red herring. You are chasing a...
Right. All right, Dr. Banerjee, thank you very much for speaking with us here on Times Now and sharing with us those valuable insights. And of course, the viewers will benefit from what you said. We'll, of course, be tracking this story closely ahead as well. 3 cases in India, viewers, have been detected so far of hMPV. We'll slip into a short